Hey everyone, so today I just couldn't wait any longer to get this video done and up for you guys, mostly because I am super excited to talk about this lovely item that's sitting in my lap and not a view, that I purchased this weekend and already managed to test out. So we're gonna call this video almost like a first impressions slash quickie slash review. I just couldn't wait any longer to talk to you guys about this, mostly because the summertime is coming around, race season is coming around, hiking season is coming around, and this is a product that I think a lot of you would benefit from having. So this lovely piece of tech and glory and beautiful color is called a Camelbak. So for any of you out there who've never heard of this company, Camelbak is a company that produces packs like this and are most noticeable slash most known for this blue hose, which goes into the backpack, and essentially what that is connected to is a reservoir slash bladder, whatever you want to call it, but that bladder slash reservoir holds water. So essentially this is a backpack that carries water along with whatever else you can pack into it. They also make water bottles and a whole other variety of products as per usual. As always with any of my review videos, I leave a ton of information and links down in the description box down below, so if you guys want to check out the company's site or learn more about the company, all that info will be down below. So getting back to this product, I have purchased this baby. I didn't expect to actually purchase this particular pack this soon, mostly because I knew I was going to have to buy a new pack this year because of two reasons. One, I'm sure a bunch of you will get a kick out of proving how blonde I am, and the first one, mostly the main reason. No, I think the funny reason is also a main reason. So the main reason is I had a Camelbak before, and I had it for a couple of years, I think 3 to 4 years. It was the Anorak, I believe, something along those lines, style-wise, name-wise. I will leave it down below. I purchased one that held about 1 liter of water. It was very minimalistic. It didn't have a lot of space within the actual backpack slash design to hold too many of things. It was mostly just to hold the reservoir within the pack itself. I, being the idiot that I am, left not only water in it, but I think I had mixed in some sort of a powder, energy powder into the water to, I don't know, keep me hydrated during a run. And being the blonde that I am, I may have forgot to clean it out. So it sat there for a couple of months, and let's just say that it stinks and it reeks, and I had to throw it out. So I think I still have the actual pack, so I know this is the one cool thing about this particular company, is that they do offer replacements. You can buy these bladders for different sizes. They go up in sizes to, I think it's 3 liters, 2.5 liters, 1 liter, 2.5 liters. You can buy different bladders, which I'll show you in a minute exactly what I'm talking about. As far as sizes go, you can buy replacements to pack or put into your different packs. So that is an option. But the other reason I wanted to get a new one was mostly because I'm doing 4 races this year, and 2 of which are longer races than I have ever done before in my entire life, and I knew I wanted to have something that held 3 liters of water. So I was looking on Amazon, and I did come across a couple of Camelbaks that were designed with military camo and I believe were military grade, and I was gonna purchase those, but this weekend I went shopping and I saw this baby, and I actually got to try it on, which I highly recommend. If you are within a store that actually offers these products, I would highly recommend trying them on, because I tried on about 6 of them before I decided on this one, because the fit is completely different from pack to pack. Just like clothing, just like shoes, stuff like this that's very personal and that you're using super close to your body and all the time, it's something that you want to try on. So that's one of my big pieces of advice. If you could try it on, try it on. This is the Camelbak Mule backpack. They do create a woman's version, and that is one of the ones that I tried on, and it didn't fit me at all. I have quite wide shoulders, and even though I'm wearing a bra now, even when I put a sports bra on, it basically makes me look like a flat 13-year-old boy. So as far as the fit goes, this fits me perfectly. It fits me like a glove, and I am happier with the fit of this one even versus my first one. So try it on if you can. The color is phenomenal. I love the color of this pack. It's dark enough that if it gets dirty, it's not going to be super noticeable, but it's also bright enough that if you were to ever get lost, if I ever go hiking really deep in the woods in the middle of nowhere, this is something that you also want to have. Along with, as you can notice, some reflective, which is also a bonus if you're running nighttime, especially here in the city. So the one major thing, as I mentioned, this backpack is very noticeable or noticed for or known for is the blue hose. So the blue hose backpacks / packs, any of the backpacks that have these blue hoses, basically what they have is little nozzle at the end of it that is the mouthpiece that also can be replaced in the future. These nozzles essentially / mouthpieces are what gives you access to the water inside the backpack. They do lock, which is a new feature. This one has a better locking feature. This little gray tab is much sturdier than the old one that I had on my backpack, along with the fact that there is this gray piece that has a built-in magnet to it, which attaches / slides in to this part, which I really appreciate because that's the one thing that I noticed with the old model that I had. It would just flop around everywhere and hit me in the face sometimes when I ran. So the fact that this, I've actually tried it out. I went running with it yesterday, and having this feature is the tiniest little thing, but this is what I love about companies like this, is that they actually pay attention and notice the little details. It doesn't matter how expensive it is, it doesn't matter how pretty it is. At the end of the day, I need it to work for me, and this little feature works really, really well. So A+, Camelbak. Now let me actually pop out and show you guys what the reservoir / bladder, whatever you want to call it, looks like. It is a 3-liter bladder, as I mentioned before, and I've just jammed it back in here because I was looking at it earlier. So this is apparently a polyurethane, BP free and all those other things free material. This is essentially what it looks like. This is the front of it. It has a handle on the lid part, which is great because when you're actually filling this, it can be a little tricky, especially because taking it out of the actual backpack, I think that's the most annoying part of this whole process. Taking and detaching the whole hose from the backpack, it can be a little tedious. So the fact that it actually has a handle to be able to hold it while you fill it with water is definitely, it's again, a very small detail, but a very important one. Now the lid is rubberized on the inside, so as far as it leaking or any of that, it's incredibly durable. Apparently it's been tested for tearing and all that, and so as far as tearing goes, this is not going to tear anytime soon. It can hold a ton of water. Obviously, again, 3 liters of water. It's super sturdy. Even with my old one, I never had issues with wear and tear with the actual reservoir itself. So as far as that goes, you're not going to have to be concerned with that. If I wanted to go smaller, I could, if I wanted to. I don't know, I can't imagine seeing why I would. Or if I want to go bigger, this pack is definitely designed to be able to, I believe, fit even a bigger reservoir if I wanted to. So this is definitely a bonus to buying a pack that's a little bit bigger, because you can always make the option to get a bigger one or make the decision to get a bigger one or a smaller one if need be. So I'm going to try and jam this back in so I can do the rest of the video. So as far as the pack itself, this pack is incredibly massive. Compared to my last one, this one, the one thing I'm impressed with is it packs so much stuff inside. And that I love because I ran with this to the gym yesterday. So I had a couple other things with me. I actually jammed a pair of leggings in here. I managed to fit another water bottle in here, and a very large bulbous water bottle fit into this pack. It's got this extra bit of fabric here that stretches out that also you can clamp down or you can clip back and really snap this and keep this shit in place, which is great. It's got a front pocket here. The first pocket as well is quite extensive. You've got a strap here, you've got a zipper pocket here, which I put my keys / my little wallet in here. You've got a mesh pockets here, which is also always a bonus. You've got a second internal pocket, which I found, I actually put my other water bottle in here, which was great. This pocket goes all the way down to the bottom. It completely unzips, which is great if you're trying to pack food in here or trying to put anything else in here. Is great for that, essentially. Zip this baby up. And there's also, I'm not done yet. There's one more pocket. This one, which actually, embarrassingly enough, I didn't take out the products in there that I had. So there's another kind of short pocket. It's easy to reach. It's quite deep. Essentially, I can fit my hand in it. But it's similar to this front pocket, but a little bit deeper and a little bit easier to reach. So if you got to get your keys or if you got to get your money or anything, that's a great pocket to have. And then of course the last pocket that holds the actual reservoir. So as far as storage space for the Mule, you get a whole ton of space with this backpack. You get to shove and jam a ton of things. Halfway through my run, I actually was overheating because I wore a sweater. Genius me. I actually managed to fit my sweater in here, and along with leggings, a water bottle, a wallet, a lock, keys, and plus half. I didn't end up even filling the whole reservoir. I think I filled it up to about 2 liters. So that's a bonus. The back of it is perforated and it's kind of got a bit of an edge / curve to it. So the fabric / mesh gives you space for breathability, and it actually creates, along with the handles / arm rests here, they actually have holes in them which help with breathing, and it's not going to retain as much of the sweat as some of the straps that I find have fabric going down the front of them. This is going to give you maximum breathability. So as far as this backpack goes, it's so far probably the best one that I could have chosen. It fits really, really well. This is the other feature, aside from all the pockets and the storage and the magnet that I'm super impressed with. You know, super duper impressed with. The front straps are probably also the best part, because when you're running, obviously things bounce up and down, and if you're going for a long distance like the 10K I'm going to be running, along with the next 5K, next 10K, and the next 25K that I'm going to be running in August, bouncing is an issue and it's quite annoying, especially when you're going for a long distance. This is supposed to help me, not hinder me. So not only does this have a chest strap, which is a bonus, ladies. Any of you ladies out there will appreciate it. It is completely adjustable. You can make it tighter or looser as need be. It also has a secondary strap. Let me just find it. So this strap I find is the best because it really, you can tighten it around your waist and it really basically holds this backpack in place. I find that this backpack literally holds and hugs my back as closely and just is giving me a nice warm hug, and I love it, and it's not going anywhere. That was the best part. I ran 5K yesterday, and this backpack I didn't feel moved a the slightest bit. It didn't move. I didn't have to adjust it at any point. The only time I had to adjust it or basically put it back on was when I took it off to put my sweater in, and that took little to no time. I threw it back on, clipped these suckers on, and kept going. So if any of you are out there looking for an option as far as packs go for holding your water and for hiking or festivals, music festivals, I don't know what the rules are, if they've changed with these guys. I don't know if they're checking them as vigorously as they were prior. This is also another great option for that, to carry your liquids and waters, but essentially this is a great option for the summertime if you guys are going for long trips or are also looking, just to have a backpack that is fairly minimal. Like, this isn't a crazy heavy duty backpack. Like, it's not massive, it's not super heavy, it's only as heavy as whatever you pack in it or as much water as you put in it. So this really takes the benefit, it gives you the benefit of not having to buy water or bring extra water with you. This is really going to be your water supply for most day trips, I'd say. It's great because you can always put in, I would say, you could put in, the word's escaping me, not ice cubes, but the other thing that insulates and keeps your water cool. You know what I'm talking about. You can leave a comment section, you can leave a comment in the comment section down below and say how stupid I am, as some of you do. But anyways, this is definitely a great option for day trips, and it's not just for professionals, not just for running or just hiking. This is something that I find I ended up using quite a lot with my old one. I would rollerblade with it, I would go day trips with it, I would go hiking with it. It was definitely a great option, and I can see myself using this probably even more now that I can actually put so much more into it. I could probably even fit a couple of my cameras in here, which I'm really excited about. So if you guys are interested or have any more comments or questions, as always, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I will be down there answering them. And if you guys have any other brands you want to recommend or give shout outs to with similar products or versions to this, please let me know and I will check them out, and I will, if I could get my hands on them, I will, and I will review them, and I will share my knowledge and experience with all of you lovely people. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you guys next time. Bye.